Yes, hello, man. Speak with Mr. Arthur Lewis.
Yes, this is he.
How you doing, Mr. Lewis? It's Daryl Brown from Homestead Insurance calling about your claim, sir.
Hey, Mr. Brown, how you doing?
I'm all right, sir. I'm finally getting everything squared away with my system to get this call out to you. We were having some issues the other day.
Oh yeah, and that's and to me that's part of life now. Issues.
Right.
All kinds of things be happening with technology and so on and so forth. Yes. And I just for so I'm not a technology person. That's why I try to, do what I can best I can. But not to hold you too much, Mr. Brown. Thanks for calling me back, though. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. But I think I forwarded out the documentation to you. Did you ever get a chance to review it?
Yes. And I do want your opinion on two things. Actually, your knowledge on two things. And things are rolling along. I sent you information, I believe, about the contractor that's working with me on getting things done. Yes. Um, and the roofing aspect of things, just for it'll be mid-July because of what's in stock and what's not in stock. Yes.
Understood.
That's just for so there. Um, Other than that, I will speak to him again Wednesday. He says he's going to be in the neighborhood. I guess he's managing a couple other properties. He said he'll stop by just as a courtesy, which is fine. Now, do you need to speak with even though I'm working with a particular gentleman in the company, do you need to speak to them at all?
Well, I don't have to deal with the contractor directly unless they have a question particular on any supplement estimate they may be forwarding in or any question or concern they have with the estimate directly.
Okay, so you don't really need to speak to him. Okay, no problem. Now on the homeowner policy I got, you need to educate me just a little bit further, if you don't mind, if you got a minute. And I say educate just to be a little cute there.
Oh, I understand. Trust me.
Okay. It's when it comes, the power was out for 2 days in my residence. It was out longer some other places in town. 1 day shorter, just a block over, but my block was out for 2 days. And of course, I lost everything that was freezer, refrigerator. Is that something that's not basically compensatory for the policy on the other coverages and things of that nature?
Well, I'm looking at the endorsements on the policy, and particular to it, if you did not have the refrigerated endorsement included, it would not be part of the base policy. No, sir. Now, because the question you're asking directly is food loss covered. Now, you would have to have the food loss endorsement included with your policy, which is not included in the base. So you would have to have it as, again, an endorsement that was paid after a la carte, essentially, to have that endorsement applicable to where you could be reimbursed for food loss.
Okay, so that's a no, Mr. Lewis. I'm so sorry. Your policy did not have that. But anyway, that's all right, Mr. Brown. But I had to ask because the actual adjuster who came in and did what he could, they had me itemized, take pictures and all that, and I did give them that information. But I just, I'm with you on that, and I understand. There had to be a specific endorsement. Okay. All right. Refrigerated food loss coverage. Not included. I'm just making my notes. Yes. Yeah. And the other thing is, Mr. Brown, with regards to supplemental information or claims, in this particular case, information, yes, I am trying to make sure the best way to send you an additional document or two with some photos. Yes. What's the best way to do that to you?
It would be to forward
I'm
it.
not a tech savvy.
Now, if you use email, do you, sir? Mr. Lewis? Did I lose you?
Yes.
No, I was asking, do you use email?
Yes, I can use email. I do that. Yes.
Well, if you have something to write with, I can give you the claims email to forward in the documentation.
Okay, and I do got something to write with. Yes, I do, sir.
Let me know when you're ready.
I am ready.
It's going to be claim documents with an S, so it's going to be CLAM documents, DOCUMENTS at
Okay. Mm-hmm.
at AFICS.com, and you're just going to put that claim number in the subject line, and it'll forward any documentation directly into the claims file.
Okay. Okay. Writing down subject line. Okay. Claim documents at ASICS.com. Yes.
Yes, AFICS.
Okay, and the subject line, I need to write. What I have to put on the subject line?
Your claim number.
Okay, no problem. Okay. Claim number. Okay. Yeah, either today or tomorrow, I'm gonna try to send something, for consideration and see how you work. If you can work with me, if it applies, don't apply. Yes.
Understood.
Okay,
Now,
Mr. Brown. Well, I appreciate.
well, I wanted to review one other item because I don't know if you were aware of how it kind of affects your policy premium. Well, not the premium, but the consideration for the roof replacement that was estimated for. There's a ACV endorsement on the policy. Now, that endorsement is particular to the age of the roof, and it removes the recoverable depreciation from being recouped at the end of the claim once the repairs have been completed. Now, that was one of the reasons I wanted to review the payment with you, because there's essentially about, looks like $2,246.82 non-recoverable from your coverage A, and $792.99 non-recoverable for coverage B. So it's going to be about $3,000 that you're going to miss out on based off the age of the roof at the time of the inspection. So I wanted to make certain that you were aware of that.
Yeah, okay. And as you mentioned that, I believe in my brain I was working with that, yes. And the contractor was over here Saturday morning, and we went through a lot of the paperwork, and that's when I actually signed some official documents, what they're going to replace, how they're going to replace it, when they're going to replace colors, and XYZ. And he didn't leave me a copy of that document, but I did call him and remind him of that, and that's why he's coming by Wednesday to bring me that document, my copy. And it had something in there about $3,000 something, like you said, yes? And that's the non-recoverable. I'm believing, based on the comment that he made, and I'm not certain now because that's 3 days ago, and plus we had Father's Day, and I'm not tell you no tale. I had me a shot or two of cognac on Father's Day, okay? So that was to get you to chuckle, Mr. Brown. But by the same token, I'm believing he's thinking that is going to be a check cut to them or to me after the fact. But I don't know exactly now how he explained that. But it didn't ring factual to me. But I'll touch base with him on that Wednesday sometime. He said he'll stop by. He just didn't give an exact time. Yes? So you said per that endorsement, the actual cash value, the non-recoverable amount is going to be about $3,000 something, right?
That's correct. Now, in typically in normal cases, the way that would reflect is once the roof has been completed and we have the final invoice and the photos of the completed roof, we would issue out that recoverable depreciation as the final payment on the claim. But being that you have the ACV endorsement applicable, that negates that recoverable depreciation and you will not receive that back at the end of the claim. Now, going forward,
Yes.
once the roof has been completed, you would update the policy with the roof being completed, and that ACV endorsement will drop off of the policy at that point because you've had the roof replaced.
Right. Yeah, and it'll be a new structure, a new roofing structure. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Well, that'll give me something to remind him about, because I'm almost certain he's on that document that I saw. He was showing that figure, $3,000 something. You are correct. And he was thinking that was going to be another check cut at the end, because he mentioned, exactly what you said about once the work is completed, we have to give you I have to give the okay that I'm satisfied with the work X, Y, Z. Yes. Are you going to need to talk to him or any documentation at the end of the work being completed?
I would just need the final invoice and the photos of the completed repair, because that is when I will update the policy as the roof being replaced.
Okay, good deal. Oh, okay, Mr. Brown, you've educated me enough, and I'll just, bend with the wind and go with the flow until things get done. Yes.
Understood. And again, if you have any questions or concerns at any point of the process, sir, please give me a call at the desk, and I'll be straight away with you on the answer.
Okay, I appreciate that, sir. But I am going to send you something here in the next day or two at that email address that you gave me. Okay.
Understood.
Same document at AS. Okay.
AFICS.
Thank you so much, Mr. Brown. I wish you was in Texas and stay up in Michigan, though. It'd be a lot easier just to pop in and talk and so on and so forth there. But just the way it be, yes?
Yes, sir. But again, if you have any questions or concerns, I'll be certain to follow up with you once I get the documentation, just to let you know I received it, sir.
Okay. Thank you much, sir. Appreciate you.
All right, Mr. Lewis. You have a good day and stay safe out there, sir. And thank you for choosing on site.
Okay, likewise.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.